Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Bablo
and Kello
Show. I'm your host, Bablo.
I'm your co-host, Kello. Oh.
That's right. Two dudes.
One mic.
Hot takes today, hot takes. Real talks. Everything lit in sports, life, and beyond. We got a lot to talk about today. You guys stay tuned. We got a couple of topics that we're going to talk about. First topic is going to be about the NFL. You know, you guys are aware that the NFL season is basically here. About 3 weeks.
It's upon us. Oh, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Woo-wee.
That's the first topic. Then we're going to talk about the NBA signing.
Yes, sir. A lot of things going on right now. A lot of shaking and baking.
Yes,
baking and shaking.
Shake them. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get to the topic. Yeah, like I said, the first topic we're going to talk about today, NFL. So, Kello and I, we always have a yearly bet before the NFL season starts.
Mm-hmm.
So normally what happens is, you know, we look at the NFL teams, all the shit teams that did not make the playoffs. And our bet, normally we bet about $100 between each other, try to do like a friendly brother bet, right? You know, whichever team normally has, you know, makes the playoffs. So last year, Kelly, who'd you bet on? Who'd you pick?
So last year I had the Chicago Bears.
Who was the quarterback last year?
They had a rookie last year. What's his name?
I remember the name last year? Golly, bro.
Man, his name is, what's his name?
Jesus Christ. How you gonna forget the name of the Chicago Bears?
They didn't make the playoffs. What's that boy name?
Jesus Christ.
Some Daniel? No, that's what we're Redskins. What's his name? Caleb Williams, yeah.
How you not know Caleb Williams?
It was in my head, but yeah.
That's how trash he was, huh?
No, he was not. He was good.
Garbage.
He was decent.
Caleb Williams, he don't even know who you are, bro.
He
Picked you to make the playoffs, but you didn't. So, yeah. So, me obviously last year I chose, you know, New York City's finest, the best New York team, the Jets. I'm not a Jets fan, so calm down. If y'all Jets fan, calm down. But no, I chose the Jets because, you know, they got Aaron Rodgers and, you know, they were basically missing a quarterback, but hey, Aaron Rodgers was throwing like he was blind, couldn't see, getting hit by a dump truck, all that stuff. So what happened last year is both our bets pushed initially, right? Because unfortunately, neither team made the playoffs. Then,
sadly.
Then we chose who had the better record. So the thing about Kevy is he always remember when he wins.
Hell yeah. Who don't? Who don't? Hell yeah.
But if it's time for him to cut off that $100,
hey, I don't remember nothing.
That man acts like he blind, deaf, don't know.
I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. All right.
You don't know where money coming from.
You right about that.
So last year I lost. And you know, so like I said, we're about to get into our little friendly wager that we normally have in NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, in the AFC, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. They were 9-8. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They were also 9-8. We got the Indianapolis Colts. We got the Denver Broncos. We got the New York Jets again. You know, the team that I picked. We got the Tennessee Titans, the LA Chargers. You know, the New England Patriots. NFC.
No, Chargers made the playoffs last year.
They did?
Yeah.
At 4-30. No. The 5-12.
They let you know 5-12. They made the playoffs last year.
They didn't.
What? Who? What are you looking at? Los Angeles Chargers made the playoffs last year, my guy.
They didn't, bro.
Yes, they did. Look.
What was the record?
No, this is the team that didn't make the playoffs.
Patriots, Raiders. My research was off. Okay, my bad. The Chargers did make it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. That was my fault. And then from the NFC side, we got the New York Giants. We got the Carolina Panthers, Chicago. We got the Orleans Saints. You know, my boy out there in Orleans, you know, always.
So what boy out there is over there? What boy?
Hey, don't worry about it.
No, hey, if you go say my boy out there and shake and wiggle your finger, my boy. What is that boy name?
Forget him. We got the 49ers. We got the Cardinals. We got them sorry ass Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, y'all can, if you're Dallas Cowboys, make sure you comment. And you know, we got them Seahawks, man. You know, I live in Seattle, so you know. Go Seahawks. Go them Birds.
Wait a minute, because you live in Seattle now, go Seahawks?
Bro,
But where you at right now though? But yeah,
you a Dallas
you know it. Tell me, no, wait, hold on, wait a minute. No, I'm not saying that. No, you said no, because you sitting here shit on Dallas Cowboys, but then you talking about go Seattle because you was living up there.
Yeah.
I digress.
That's not even my team though.
Okay, continue now. Continue.
Yeah, what's your team, by the way?
Don't worry about it. They didn't make the playoffs last year. Don't worry about that.
Bro, at the end of the day, bro, it ain't like your quarterback any better.
We got Wilson. Wilson, what happened?
Them sorry ass Giants. Hey, you know, I got two teams, right? I root for the Patriots and the Eagles, bro. Why?
Wow. So now the Eagles now?
I've always been a Patriots and Eagles fan since I was basically in junior high. Bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Bro, you know, I had a solid 20 years. You know, with Brady, you know, he took us far places. And you know, Eagles, man. You know, Nigeria, bro. The Super Eagles, bro. So I always root. I like the green color. And, you know, Eagles is our Nigerian flag. Eagles. So, hey, make sure you comment down below too. What's your favorite NFL team? So, Kelly, let's talk about it, man.
All right. So I'm
what sorry ass team?
I'm gonna go first, right? All right. So this is the team I'm gonna go with. Brock Purdy. I believe in you. I believe in you, Brock Purdy. If I know who he's the quarterback for, comment below. If you know who he is the quarterback for, comment below. Brock Purdy, I believe in you. Make the playoff this year. If you stay healthy now. So yeah, I'm going with the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers.
Why you betting?
I'm going with.
Why you choosing the 49ers?
The offense, they got a good offense.
You think so?
Yeah, they have a
above
average quarterback.
Above?
They got
a systems quarterback.
Like I said, above average quarterback. They got one of the best running backs right now. Make factory. What's his name? The white boy. Make factory. The white running back they got. One of the best running backs right now. They got great online. I know, bro. Give me Brock Purdy is who I believe in, bro.
So you're willing to risk $100 on the 49ers?
The 49ers is the team. I think the 49ers are gonna make the playoffs.
So what was the record last year?
It was like what? It was like 6-11.
Jesus Christ, bro. 49ers. Let's see what we got.
It was like 6-11, something like that.
Okay. Alright, you sure that's what you want to pick?
Put it in writing.
Ain't no switching. You ain't gonna be like
when do I ever switch, bro? What you talking about?
You ain't gonna be like what's his name? The basketball player that has the sports show that he be
Gilbert Arenas?
Yeah, you ain't gonna be like Gilbert Arenas, bro.
As
soon as they're winning, yeah, I'm on there, bro. Nah, I'm gonna pick the Bengals, bro. You know what I mean? I think last year, the year before you chose the Bengals. I like the Bengals. Burrow's back. You know, they got
Javon they got T. Higgins. I like T. Higgins. They got the offense is.
The defense needs help.
Yeah.
The O-line. Burrow's still gonna be running for his life. But nah, I like the Bengals, bro. And you know, hey Chad Ocho, if you watch us, man, make sure you like, cause you know you're a Bengals fan. So, but nah, I mean, like I said, so what do you think about? You think the Cowboys gonna make it, the playoffs this year? You know, that got injured, and you know.
Yeah, I think they have a good chance to make it as long as Dak stays healthy. They got two great wideouts. They got Pickens, and then they got the other boy. What's the other boy name on the Cowboys? CeeDee Lamb. And
I think they just signed you said they signed Pickens.
Yeah, George Pickens.
Yeah.
And they got a good tight end, Ferguson as well. So the offense, if Dak stays healthy, I believe They should win up to 10 games. 10 games will get you in the
So they're gonna beat the Eagles how many times? Cause they play them like what?
You only beat them twice.
Yeah, so you think I'll beat them twice?
Nah, I don't see that. Maybe 1-1, maybe.
You sure about that? Eagles are one of the best defensive lines, best offensive line.
But they got a hard they got one of the hardest schedules out there. So
yeah, but they're the Super Bowl champions, man. But hey, you know, since we're on that subject, right? You know, let's talk about Thursday, September 4th. What day did I say?
September 4th.
2025. You know what matchup we got? The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. I know you're a Cowboys fan, Kelly.
I like some of the players.
You know, that's why you've always been trash, you know, because, you know, you're a Dallas Cowboys fan. And,
I like some of the players they got.
But you like Cowboys, right?
Not necessarily.
You don't?
They're alright, but I'm not gonna go out the lane and be like, oh my God, Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that.
They got a better quarterback.
Who got a better quarterback?
The Eagles.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts.
How many playoffs has Dak won?
Jalen Hurts is not, but the thing about it though. What happened for them to win the playoff? For them to win the Super Bowl?
Why can't the Cowboys win the playoffs?
Let me say what changed? What changed for them?
The running back.
Well, that's the thing. They had two things.
The Dallas Cowboys could have got Derrick Henry.
They cut it, they did, but there's two things happened. They got the Eagles. They got a running. They have a legit running back, and then they got a goal line running quarterback. So
you saying Dak don't have wheels?
Listen now. So I'm just saying on goal line situations, the Eagles were very proficient on goal line situations because they have great options.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw to AJ Brown, one option. You can run it with Saquon. Other option, run it with Jalen Hurts. Those are amazing options to have. Especially when you're down the goal line, 3 yards out, 5 yards out.
But you just said that Dak basically is better than Jalen, though.
I'm saying,
did you say that? Hey, y'all heard him say that.
I said
before,
running.
Okay, running. but running doesn't win you games, though. You need a mix of everything. So, because of the fact that
running doesn't win you a game. You didn't watch the Eagles last year.
Yeah, but it's also you still need to be able to throw the ball. You need to
obviously
like back in the days where you just run, they run your ass off the field.
That is true, but at the same time, the thing about it, when you get to the goal line, if you can't run the ball in the goal line, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna win that game.
Of course.
So even though you still have to throw the football around to get to where you need to get to the goal line, when you get to the goal line, you gotta run that thing in.
Okay, so September 4th, who you got? Eagles or Cowboys?
Who's at home?
Let me see.
The Eagles versus Dallas is at home.
Yeah, look like Dallas at home. Who you got?
I got Dallas.
Oh shit! Y'all think we should take a friendly wager on this game? We'll come back to it. Maybe.
Think about it.
You know, that's my team right there. Hey, shout out to all. If you're an Eagles fan, make sure you like, subscribe, and support us. We appreciate you because you know I'm an Eagles fan. I always support Bablo.
Look at Bablo.
Kelly's a cowgirl.
No.
Sorry ass cowboy.
Let's do a wager on the Chiefs versus the Eagles. What's up? No, better yet, Chiefs versus the Ravens. What's up? Let's do that.
But I'm not a Ravens fan.
Let's do that. You said, huh?
I'm not a Ravens.
You ain't gotta be no fan.
Mr. Man, can you, Mr. Man, calm down?
You ain't gotta be no fan to do that. Well, let's do that then.
Calm down, Mr.
Nah, I can't calm down.
Calm down, Mr. Man. We're doing it one take at a time, sir. I know you want to lose money, and I'm happy to take it from you, bro. Even the audience, they're happy to. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna want that. Yeah, anybody watching this video, if you want to take on Kelly's action, please DM us. I'm sure he's with it. How much you want to bet on it, bro? 500?
Your rant.
Also, guys, we go international this year in football.
Where they playing at?
We got Ooh, Brazil. You ever been to Brazil, man? You know, sometimes I want to go out. I'm thinking
Mr. Man, who's playing in Brazil? Let's talk about going to Brazil.
Thank you.
Who's who?
His team that he was talking his junk about. We got the Chiefs versus the Chargers in Brazil. We also got Vikings versus Steelers in Dublin, Ireland. And we got games in London, Berlin, Madrid. NFL's going global like Afrobeat.
Wait.
Like global like Afrobeat.
NFL is going global like Afrobeat?
Yes, sir.
Wait, bro, where you get that from, bro?
Don't worry about that, man. They trying to be like soccer, man. You know, the real football is actually soccer. Soccer is global. Football really isn't. So now they're trying to.
What do you mean football? Football is global.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not as global as soccer.
I would say so because you know anybody and everybody can play soccer.
Who says
everybody and anybody cannot play football.
Have you played soccer before?
Yes, I have.
What position? Don't look at me, bro. Look at that.
I was
For all the soccer people, comment on it. Does he look like he plays soccer? Look at him.
I was a striker.
What were you striking, bro?
I was striking goalposts. I was striking goalposts.
Oh man. All right, you know, we got some heavy hitters too. You know, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, his team, the 49ers. We got the Chiefs. You know, we got the Baltimore Ravens. You know, like I say, the Steelers might make some noise this year. You know, especially the fact that they got the GOAT they call him. You know, Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, hold on. Before you wait now. Wait a minute. Pause. We don't get to Aaron Rodgers in a second now. Last year, what team did you go with to make the playoffs?
Huh?
Last year. Last football season, what team did you choose to make the playoffs?
Some sorry ass Jets.
And who was the quarterback?
Listen, man. You know.
No. Answer my question.
You know,
who was the quarterback?
You know, sometimes you know.
No. Answer the question.
Sometimes the eye can see, but the mind know the thing.
Who was the quarterback now?
It was Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so basically Aaron Rodgers pulled up to the last dance. He's with the Steelers.
Uh-huh.
He signed a 1-year deal.
Okay.
Worth about $13.6 million.
That's a discount.
Get them AMC.
That's a discount.
To who? To who?
Man, $13 million ain't a lot of money.
Where your M's at, Mr. 100%? Where your M's at, Mr. 100%?
Hey, it's coming, bro. It's coming.
Okay, also grabbed Jalen Ramsey from Miami.
Yeah,
and Jonnu Smith, the tight end. So that's not a rebuild. That's
I don't know if it's a super team.
I don't know if that. No, that's.
But let me ask you a question though. You know, do you think that I forgot what's the coach name? Mike Tomlin. Do you think he was put in a tough position, given the fact that you know Aaron Rodgers basically? I mean, he put him in a bind, right?
He put him in a bind.
Okay, he didn't. Okay, look, they had. Basically, they self-sabotaged themselves because they had Russell Wilson.
They had Fields.
They could have went into the free. They could have went into
the
draft. You know,
the Steelers didn't. No. Rodgers didn't put them in no bind. The Steelers did it to themselves.
So, do you think that? Do you think that? If things don't go right, Mike Tomlin.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this right now. The Steelers ain't making no playoffs.
Huh?
Steelers ain't making no playoffs.
I'm taking that bet all day.
Steelers ain't making no playoffs, bro.
I'm trying to put some money on it, bro.
Steelers ain't making no playoffs.
So
Tomlin might, after this year, Tomlin might be looking for a new team.
But I mean, he's still a great coach, man. You don't think so?
The Steelers ain't making. You got the Ravens in there. You got Cincinnati in there. Listen, nigga.
And Patriots.
Patriots not in that.
Hey, Mr. Mike, respect yourself, man. When you talk about Patriots, make sure you
the Browns, not the Patriots. The Browns in there.
Make sure you put some respect on
it. The Steelers are the third best team in that division. They're not going nowhere.
You sure about that? So you're telling me they're not gonna make the playoffs this year, right? Now
Aaron Rodgers being your quarterback.
How much money are you trying to put on it?
Sure, I put 100.
Anybody want to take that bet? I ain't that confident.
Well, 100 on me.
Anybody want to take that bet? If you are, make sure you DM Kelly. He's definitely gonna do it.
And also, you know, last year, you know, Mahomes was in the Super Bowl, but he lost to the Eagles. Don't sleep on him. He's still Mahomes, and you know he's coming for his third ring. He got that Michael Jordan energy. You feel me?
Hey, let's talk some hot topic stuff right now. You know, one of the wildest trade-offs this season, Miami Dolphins. They sent Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith to the Steelers for Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's like trading whiskey on Burna Boy and a sound engineer, man.
Shut up, bro. What?
Yeah, bro. Trading whiskey and Burna Boy for a sound engineer, bro. Does that make sense, bro? Huh?
For real?
Yeah.
But listen, the rookie class this year is spicy too.
Wow, spicy.
Keep your eyes on. I said it's about suya, hot suya spicy.
Well, sometimes suya is not spicy.
It's about so we got Jason Dort out of Mississippi, Ole Miss. Already being mentored by Russell Wilson, so look out for Mr. Dort.
Y'all Giants ain't doing nothing. But yeah, go ahead.
Then we got Cozy Moritz, running back Commanders, making waves at training camp. Then you got the number 2 pick in the draft. Well, number 4 pick in the draft, my bad. Abdul Corder, linebacker, Giants.
You think he's gonna have a great potential? Abdul Corder? Or is this all talk and smoke? Cause he tried to take was he trying to get LT's number?
Yeah, I like him though. He has a good motor, but is he?
Michael Parsons has a good motor. Look at him now. They were all hyped when he was first got into the league. Oh, he's about to be the next LT. The closest person we actually seen to him was Aaron Donald.
Nah, Aaron not LT. Aaron Donald is an inside.
Yeah, no, I'm saying closest to it.
Nah.
Like in terms of like domination.
You're talking about okay.
Yeah, domination wise, yeah. Nobody's gotten close to it but him. Like they literally had to bring in a position just to be able to stop LT.
Yeah, right, that is true. We'll see. LT, that's big shoes to fill. LT is one of the best, if not one of the greatest defensive players ever that came in the league.
What about Deion Sanders?
LT is better. It's better than him.
Really? How many Super Bowls LT had?
For real? Ain't no 0. You don't got 0. You got like 1.
You know your thing. But nah, like I said, we got a lot of great topics. A lot of great action coming up this year in terms of football season. So, we'll see what happens. Again, we got some bets going on in terms of, who had the picks. And again, remind us who you picked again.
Okay, listen. I got the San Francisco 49ers. In the chat. Drop your favorite team in the NFL right now. Go ahead and drop it.
Don't drop it.
Drop it.
Let me ask you guys a question. So Kelly picked the 49ers. I picked the Bengals, right? Comment for Kelly if you like the 49ers. And like for Bablo if you're riding with the Cincinnati Bengals, right? And if you got your own team that you think is, or if you see any teams that did not make the list, comment below too in terms of who you think is going to make the list.